Kevin Durant is enjoying his time away from basketball on social media. I don't believe that's the first time we've heard Kevin Durant and social media in the same sentence. By the way, I'm pretty sure it's killing Kevin Durant to not be on the court getting ready for training camp and with his guys in a new city with the Brooklyn Nets and Brooklyn in the house. And if KD was with them Nets, man, to be real with you, they'd be competing for a trip to the NBA Finals with Kawhi out of the East. And you got Giannis still trying to figure out his jumper. Question marks there in Milwaukee. They lost a couple guys this summer as well. You know, this would be the year for the Brooklyn Nets or someone else to make a move in the Eastern Conference. But he's out, and I expect the Nets to be around the 4th to 5th seed. Now, speaking of KD, he was on social media, and a fan asked him, where do you have Kobe Bryant all time? Kevin Durant's response was he has him 5th. I believe this came after Bleacher Report did their top list of all time, and I believe they had Kobe Bryant around 14th. Let me be 100% honest with you. It's disrespectful to have Kobe Bryant around 14th. There are not 13 guys all time that were better at this game of basketball than Kobe Bryant. But speaking of Kobe and ranking him and Kevin Durant, I thought it would be interesting to give you my perspective on where I rank Kobe all time. By the way, I know this big old LeBron James poster is behind me. I had to figure it out where it was at. But let's be clear. Above LeBron James, right? Well, actually to the left is a Michael Jordan poster right there. But above both of these guys is my favorite basketball player of all time. Kobe's all up there. I'm going to find ways to get him down too in the immediate future. That's my favorite player of all time. So I could say I'm a tad bit biased in this conversation. I try to be as unbiased as possible. But I want to tell you guys where I have Kobe Bryant all time. Right now, I have Kobe behind Michael Jordan. I have Kobe right around Kareem. And if you got Kareem over Kobe, I am mad at that because Kareem won at every level. Amazing basketball player. I got him right around Kareem. I got LeBron maybe ahead of Kobe. But right now, worst case scenario, I got Kobe 4th. I know some people going to have Magic over Kobe. I'm not one of those people. Kobe got the rings, and I just thought he was more impactful than Magic. Had Magic not got HIV, maybe this would be a different conversation. But here we are. Tim Duncan's in that conversation as well. I just think Kobe meant more to the game than Duncan did. So I got Kobe at 4th. We'll go Mike, Kareem, Bron, Kobe. Let me be clear with you though. Let me be clear. There's a chance that Kobe could move up on this list past Bron. Right? I'm just being honest. Right now I got Bron slightly over Kobe because I feel like Bron has gotten more teams to the playoffs, and there was no slip off with Bron when he started getting teams to the playoffs. Kobe walked into the league with Shaq. After the Shaq era, there were a few years where Kobe's team couldn't make the playoffs. It was until they got Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, and well, they had Odom through the Shaq trade, but Andrew Bynum and Pau, that's when the Lakers started winning again. LeBron could have gotten those bad Lakers teams with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. He could have got them to the playoffs. Kobe could not. I'm just being, again, Kobe is my favorite all time, but I got to be real. LeBron has been more relevant than Kobe. And he's been more relevant on more teams than Kobe has. Now Kobe has more rings. Kobe was more efficient. But LeBron has been more relevant. LeBron can fall backwards though. If LeBron finishes his Lakers career and never gets to a conference finals, let alone an NBA finals, I'll pull Kobe over LeBron. I think Kobe could move as high as 3. I don't know about 2 because Kareem's legacy is crazy. But let's be clear. Depending on how LeBron's legacy finishes with the Lakers, if LeBron wins one championship with the Lakers, Kobe can't pass him in my opinion. That would mean LeBron would have taken 3 different teams to a championship at 30, like he's going to be 36, 37 soon. At that age in year 17, for LeBron to still be able to take a team over the hump, Kobe couldn't do that at that point. Kobe's body had already broke down at this point in the game. So if If Bron can do this with LA, I'm talking about win a championship, even if he's the number 2 guy, you gotta big that up. But if LeBron doesn't deliver in LA and it ends, let's say the Lakers don't make the playoffs some kind of way, he gets hurt, whatever, and they don't make the playoffs in the Anthony Davis era. Remember, they only got Anthony Davis for 1 year. Anthony Davis is a free agent this summer. Let's say the Lakers stick it up, LeBron gets hurt this year, Anthony Davis walks. And then now you got like 2 years left of LeBron, or 1 year rather, and we look at this Laker trip as a flop. Well, we can look around and be like, yo, Bron, you was getting to the finals by yourself in the East. You made a trip to the West Coast, and you went out like this. You see, our last image of Kobe Bryant, what's the last things you think of when you think of Kobe Bryant? You think before he tore that, right when he tore that Achilles, that dude went out there and made free throws on a bad Achilles. Last game of his career, scored 60. That's your last memories of Kobe, right? And because he wasn't the social media savant like Bron is, we don't remember the Taco Tuesday. We don't got all the moments with Kobe like that. Kobe was very quiet behind the scenes, but that's why a lot of guys look up to Kobe, because he ain't in your face like that. There's a mystery about Kobe. So Kobe's lasting images are great, despite the fact that on the basketball court, the teams that Kobe was on at the end of his career, they sucked. And part of the reason why they sucked is because Kobe took so much money from the Lakers. He sucked them dry on them the last 2 years. It was like $30 million a year. They couldn't do anything. Nobody wanted to play. But nobody remembers that. Again, Kobe's my favorite player all time, but I'm an honest basketball guy. Nobody cares about how irrelevant Kobe's teams were towards the end, because he ain't the social media guy like Bron. And, to each his own. Kobe controlled his narrative. But I got Bron at 3 right now. Kobe's at 4 for me. That could flip-flop depending on how Bron's career ends. And while I'm talking about Kobe, he could never go, for me, he could never be lower than 4. Never. At least from what I've seen from this generation. We talked about Kevin Durant earlier. I don't believe there's a guy in this generation that can pass Kobe. Right? Think about it. It could have been KD, because KD to me is a top 5 all-time talent. And what I mean by that is this dude is 6'11", 7 feet tall. He can put the ball on the ground, dribble, score, all that. Well, now we're in the second year with Kevin Durant missing significant time. He missed a lot of time with Oklahoma City. He missed the playoffs last year. And now we're in the second full year, because he's going to probably miss this whole year. I just think injuries have hurt Kevin Durant's legacy to the point where, unfortunately, he can't be better than Kobe all time. This is 3 playoffs that Kevin Durant would have been missed. It's a lot. 3 playoffs, that's a lot. You know what I mean? So, in regards to KD, I don't think he can pass Kobe. And he's the best outside of Bron in his generation. I don't believe Kawhi could. I put maybe Kawhi. Maybe if Kawhi wins 3 championships with the Clippers, back to back to back, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. Because he'll be the lead. Because you got to think, if Kawhi wins 3 with the Clippers, because he's only around 30, 28, 29 actually, Kawhi will be the catalyst and the lead guy for 4 rings. That Toronto ring is his. There is no Shaq for Kawhi's ring in Toronto. All due respect to Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, Marcus Gasol, Serge Ibaka and company. That's Kawhi's ring. And Kevin Durant's foot, right? Those are the 2 biggest factors. So, I will say Kawhi, I don't think so. But the only guy to me that's interesting is Steph. In regards to past Kobe, I don't believe he could either, just because nobody's going to give Steph Curry's defense any respect. Also, Steph Curry now has a couple losses on his finals resume. Will he get another one? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know we don't know when Klay's coming back. We don't know. The thing that Steph does have over Kobe is he's the best at something. And I don't know if I can say that about Kobe. Steph Curry's the best shooter of all time. I don't think many people are disputing that. Kobe's not the best shooter of all time. He's not the best scorer of all time. a lot of Kobe's game is a remix of Jordan. So pretty much, if you like Kobe at something, you're gonna love Jordan at that same trait. Outside of, I think Kobe had a better perimeter game than Jordan. I think he was better at the 3-point line than Michael was ever, but the 3-point line wasn't as prevalent then. But outside of that, to be real with you, everything Kobe was great at, he mimicked Jordan, and Jordan was that much better than Kobe, especially in the mid-range post. So to be real, Kobe ain't the greatest at something like Steph is. He ain't the greatest at something. But I don't think Steph could pass. I mean, anybody else, I don't think they have a chance at passing Kobe. At this point in most of these guys' careers, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kobe already had 3 rings. These guys are 28, 29, 30. Harden's not young anymore. I don't care how many points he put up. So I think Kobe's legacy is submitted. I think he does get disrespected a lot. I think a lot of Kobe fans don't like the LeBron talk for a lot of reasons, because LeBron James hasn't won as much as Kobe. Doesn't seem to be as skilled an athlete as Kobe. Kobe's definitely more skillful than LeBron, but LeBron's in better shape. His body's amazing. It looks like he's going to last longer than Kobe did. It's just those things. Those things, I think, bother Kobe fans a lot, because they feel like, we just kind of have crowned Kobe over LeBron, and LeBron ain't did enough from a winning standpoint. But I like to give LeBron respect for that ring that he won in Cleveland. Kyrie Irving is a great basketball player. He is not as great as Shaq. The NBA is much better than what it was when the Lakers were winning in the early 2000s. And even when Kobe won those last 2 in 08, 09, right? Like, what was that, 09, 010? The Magic, come on now, that Dwight Howard, Orlando Magic-led team that the Lakers beat for Kobe's 4th ring, are they anywhere close to some of the teams LeBron's had to face in the playoffs? I.e. the Golden State Warriors that have Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson? And Kobe was able to beat Dwight Howard, Hedo Turkoglu, and Rashard Lewis, and Jameer Nelson? Look, that Magic team was good, but don't get me wrong. They don't compare to those Warriors. That Boston Celtics team with KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, and they were great at their climax, right, when they beat the Lakers in the finals. But that second go-around, when the Lakers beat the Celtics, I think their final score was 83-79 in the finals, Game 7. Kobe struggled in that game, but also Paul Pierce and those Celtics and KG, they were on their last legs too, right? So I'm not trying to take away from Kobe's 5 rings, but he had Shaq for the first 3, and the Magic and those Celtics at that point in the game don't compare to the Warriors in the finals. So I got Kobe at 4 right now. Could move up to 3. We'll see. Obviously, KD has him in his top 5. Y'all let me know where y'all got Kobe Bryant all time. Great conversation for basketball fans all around the world. I'm out. You into sports, we got you. NFL news, I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff, I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.